Up. So today I am going to show you something that you need to be very careful about when it comes to buying coins on pump.fun. A mistake that some people make because they get into a state of FOMO. Now, what I'm talking about is when you go on a coin, let's say for example, pour again. Okay, so we look at this coin and people usually check the comment section because they want to see what's going on, how's the community, what's the vibe, and in the comment section there will be a lot of people spamming DEX screener paid, DEX is paid, DEX is paid. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, for me it's hard to find such situations because it is not so common, but it happens and some people fall for it because they get really excited. But ultimately this section, if you go down and if you're into reading the comment section, if you want to know what the community is like, which some people really love to dive in, and I sometimes think, it just consumes a lot of time, and at the end of the day, time, speed is everything when it comes to buying coins. It is a matter of you whether you're going to make a profit or you're going to make a loss. And a lot of people still decide to read the comment section. So if they do, and somebody just keeps on, not somebody, but I would say like a group of people, they keep on actually spamming DEX is paid, ladies and gentlemen, be careful, okay? Because first of all, the DEX screening can only be paid once the bonding curve has been completed, once the radium pool is created. The DEX screener, as you know it, is around $300, and ultimately it just displays, the banner, the socials, the basic stuff, but it just gives it that extra legitimacy because, yeah, I get it. People don't want to invest long-term into a coin that can't even afford to pay the DEX screener. So it just kind of is the legitimacy factor, right? You tick that box, which gives you that credibility. But ultimately, as I always said, before that, a lot of people will try to convince you that this is a long-term hold and so on, and you have to be very careful, especially with pump.fun coins. You know how it works. You guys should already be understanding that those that came in last, they want to create more exit liquidity. They want you to believe that the coin has so much vision, it's going to go long term and so on, that it has everything going on for it, when in reality there could be nothing and they're just trying to figure out how to get out. You get what I'm trying to say? That you need to be very careful with such a message. So if you see in the comment section when you go down and you're into reading it and figuring out what's going on, and there's a lot of people posting DEX is paid, they are just trying to fool you. Okay, and they're just trying to kind of, secure their future and get you to be the exit liquidity. Last one loses. It really is the name of the game. Okay, so be careful. Keep yourself always under your plan. Okay, you must have a plan when you're trading. Don't trade with emotions, with FOMO. It doesn't go anywhere. And in coins and meme coins, everything is about creating FOMO. Like, they will do anything to create FOMO because that's how money is made, like the big money. And even, ladies and gentlemen, even if DEX is paid, it doesn't even make such a big difference. If you're here to, to the part where it gets migrated, when it's on radium and so on, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many other factors, bigger factors that are more important, which I'm going to talk about in my other videos. So it's important that you subscribe, you join my groups, because I'm giving you all the tips. I know these are very maybe small tips and possibly you may know about them, but I will literally cover every single point so it sticks in your head. I want you guys to be the best possible traders because the trenches are hard, they're tough, there's a lot of people there, and if you're in the 1%, you can genuinely make money, but if you're in the 99%, you just possess less information. This is an information game. The more information you have, the more money you can make. Okay, the more superior you are. You know more than others. And you are less likely to be scammed, rugged, and you are more likely to find the better coins. Okay, but you should actually be trading on Axiom. Axiom is very important. I think, you know, if you just go on like pump.fun like this and you manually try and trade, you're going to be in a massive disadvantage. You need the tools, you need the features, the filters that I'm going to teach you about on Axiom. So I'm going to leave all the stuff down below, you know, and most importantly, the link, so you guys can get your 10% cash back and so on when trading on Axiom using my link. Very important, because if you just sign up generally, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't going to get anything. And it's better to get something, because all this volume eventually piles up, stocks up, accumulates, and there's a lot to get back from it, okay? So thank you so much. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.